Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 20 of the Go-To Podcast. We've made it to 20 episodes. Oh my God, how's that happen? How are we at 20 episodes already? That is insane. 20 weeks ago, we started this podcast, and yeah, I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying it and coming back each week to find out all the mishigas that I've gotten myself into. As always, the podcast is available on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts, you can find it. Also on YouTube. Please go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am less than 25 subscribers away and some viewing hours from getting monetized. So please go and check the podcast out there over at youtube.com at the Go-To Pod. I noticed that on my first camping video, YouTube is showing ads. So once I get monetized, that money goes in the pocket. That's right. So that is my goal by the end of the year, is to get monetized on YouTube. Not a bad goal. We're setting goals for ourselves. That's what we're doing. We're continuing to grow and to keep making content. And I want to make more content for YouTube. I actually wanted to do that this weekend. I'll get into this weekend. This weekend was actually my birthday weekend. My birthday was on Friday, August 7th. I turned 47 years old. And I'm as a kid, that would kill me to say. You think about getting older and ages and, certain ages and what it means. And I'm 3 years away from 50, which my cousin Joe actually just turned. Cousin Joe turned 50 on the same day. So happy birthday, Cousin Joe. Me and my cousin Joe have the same exact birthday, born 3 years apart to the day. I think that also adds to our bond as well. Have sharing the same birthday and be growing up so close. We're like brothers, but it's more like that's cousins. I consider him like my older brother. But yeah, I don't mind my 40s. I've enjoyed my 40s so far. It's been a roller coaster. It's been some up and down trip, but I've enjoyed each part of it more than my 30s in a way. I feel like the 40s, you're like, fuck it. This is who I am. This is what I like. This is what what I want to be. And you don't care as much as, the trivial things. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm not trying to be something I'm not. I put it out there on social media. You guys know exactly who I am. I'm a 47-year-old guy who's into sports, professional wrestling, Gilmore Girls, 90210, Sopranos, rom-coms, punk, ska, emo music, Taylor Swift even. I don't hide the fact what I like anymore. Where in your 20s and your 30s, you kind of do that. You kind of still put up a facade, I think, and showing the world what you want people to think who you are instead of just showing them who you are. And my 40s has just been about, fuck it, this is who I am. You don't like it? Okay, there's a door. So I don't get upset at the age. I don't get upset at getting older. You think about things, though, as you get older, you have to let things go. And come to the realization of one's mortality, of course. But, that's what bothers me more than anything, is losing people and losing things that are close to me. But as far as, being a year older, plus I don't look 47. I might today because I have the worst facial hair of all time, and I apologize for any of it showing. But my beard trimmer broke. That's what I shave with. I don't shave with a razor because I have really sensitive skin, and whenever I do, I break out. So no matter what I've done, I've tried every kind of razor company, aftershaves, lotions, face washes, everything. I just have sensitive skin, and that's so what I've done. What I do is I just shave with a beard trimmer, and that's what I do. And I turned it on the other day, and what holds it, the thing that holds it together, popped off, broke. So I have to get another beard trimmer. So for now, we're gonna have the grossest facial hair of all time, and I apologize about that if you have to see it in the video, especially if I upload this in 4K. I'm sorry. But anyway, back to the weekend. I'm not, again for being my age, I don't celebrate my birthday like, oh, it's my birthday week and it's birthday month. Everybody, I don't do that. I like to do what I want to do on my birthday. I keep to myself pretty much. I take off from work, and I actually my family was away this weekend. My nephew Rocco had a tournament. He had the Ripken tournament, so he was. They were there for him, and my nephew Lucas had a tournament as well. So they were all baseball all over the place this weekend. I saw my dad on Wednesday, and he gave me my gifts, which were awesome. He gave me a gift certificate to the lounge and an amazing cigar sampler kit from Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust, the GFY, which stands for Go Fuck Yourself. It's a Lancero sampler. Give you a little history on that. So Steve Saka, who is the owner and founder of Dunbarton Tobacco, does not like Lanceros and does not really like Lancero smokers, but people keep hounding him to make Lanceros. So what he did was he created a 10 sampler set to show that he could do it. And he called it the GFY. So he's telling everybody, go fuck yourselves. Here it is. And there's a funny video of him. He's smoking a Lancero Candela, and he's not a Candela fan either. And he goes, even when I try to make a shitty cigar, I just can't. And he's right, because today I smoked a Lancero Candela, and it was absolutely amazing. The man can do no wrong when it comes to cigars. So I got that sampler, and I really look forward to getting through that. Smoking my way through that. So what I was going to do originally, I was actually thinking of doing like a camping trip, but not like out in the woods. I was in the woods, but like I was gonna get a cabin, like a really like one of those postcard cabin type things, like a luxury cabin inside. It's got like a real bathroom, real bed, all the amenities of home. But outside, I have my fire pit. I can hang out outside, do my cooking on the fire, all the things that I like to do outside, and then go inside at night and sleep like a gentleman and use the shower and the bathroom and not be out in the woods doing those things. Uh, but the weather was very iffy. We got a lot of different scattered reports about rain, thunderstorms, and things like that, and it did. It rained on and off all weekend, so I didn't want to like be stuck in the cabin. Not that it would have been great because the cabin is fantastic, but the reason I was doing this was I wanted to go film a YouTube video. I wanted to cook outside, cook all my meals over the fire pit, make my coffee over the fire pit, have some great cigars, do the things I would do on a camping trip. But, instead of sleeping in a tent, I'm sleeping in comfort. So I didn't, if it was a trip where I was just going, and hang out in the cabin, fine. But I wanted to be outside. And plus, it was scorching, scorching hot, humid, 100 degrees. So it was not prime weather to do this. And believe it or not, I actually almost on Sunday said fuck it and almost booked a camping spot at the place that I've tried to camp the last 2 times, and said fuck it, I'll just I'll do an overnight trip. I won't make anything extravagant. I'll just cook hot dogs and make a simple breakfast. But I was like, it's too hot. It is too damn hot. So my birthday weekend was spent at the cigar lounge. Basically, I enjoyed myself. I smoked in air condition, uh, in comfort. and the guys there so generous. Let me tell you what happened. So I haven't seen a few of my friends in a while, like my buddies, Tommy, Anthony, Vinny. We always be at the lounge a few days a week, but we haven't been. We've been enjoying the outside. It's been a beautiful summer. Besides, the last couple of days, it's been a beautiful summer to sit outside, have cigars. Uh, Vinny couldn't make it this weekend, but I just said, guys, listen, I'm off from work. I'm going to be at the lounge Thursday, Friday, Saturday, possibly Sunday. I would love to see you guys. I didn't mention my birthday. I didn't say anything about it, but they remembered. And I saw Tommy walking in with balloons, nice pink dinosaur, and one with the sloth that says "Hang in there." They got me a cake, and Anthony is a good dude. My buddy Anthony, he remembers that red velvet cake is my favorite. He got me a mini individual red velvet cheesecake. And one of my buddy Matt ordered pizza. So we had some pizza, we had some cake, cigars, and the boys down there are so generous. Everybody bought me a cigar. So I got a bag full of cigars now. Yeah, it's what it was somebody's birthday, we always buy the person a cigar. It's a tradition, it's something that we do. And the guys are just very generous in what they got me. And I'm a very lucky man to have all these great people in my life. Even all the texts, the phone calls, the DMs, the IMs, any of the NEMs that people sent me for my birthday wishes. Thank you so much. It means the world. It really does. People take the time out of their day to wish me a happy birthday. And I'm sorry if I haven't gotten to everybody. It's overwhelming. You see it coming in. It really is. It's like I can't believe this many people want to wish me a happy birthday. It's awesome. So yeah, we just had a lot of laughs. Friday night was a lot of laughs. Hanging with the boys. I haven't seen them in a while. Some guys that I haven't seen also in a while came down to celebrate. It was just a good night. And Saturday, I did the same thing. I headed down to the lounge. I wanted to watch Old Timers Day on Saturday. I missed most of it because I slept in, but I caught it on Sunday, which was awesome. Um, I mean, Yankees Old Timers Day is one of my favorite days of the year. I love watching Old Timers Day and seeing the old Yankees coming back. I know last week we talked about Thurman Munson, and the Yankees do a great thing. They still honor the players that have passed away, like Billy Martin, Thurman Munson, Bobby Mercer. They have their widows come out. A couple of players escort them to their seats with flowers. And then, the guys that I grew up watching, like Bernie Williams, Mariano Rivera, Paul O'Neill, these guys are now the old timers. And I used to watch Old Timers Day with my dad every year. And then like the old timers were like Yogi Berra, Whitey Ford, Joe DiMaggio, Mickey Mantle. I remember before he passed away, he was always at Old Timers Day. And then his Yankees were kind of like the next tier, like the 70s Yankees. They were like in their 40s and 50s, like my guys are now. And now his Yankees are the old timers, and my Yankees are like right that cusp of being 20, 30 years removed from playing ball. And I remember every year my dad crying watching Old Timers Day, just getting choked up. And we used to make fun of him about it. Let me tell you something. The first year they really started celebrating my Yankees, I started crying watching it because it brings up so many good memories and just brings you back to a time when you were celebrating these championships and watching these games every night. It's like I talked about it last week. I'm not going to talk much about it, but the Yankees are more than just a baseball team. So I get choked up watching it. And I was watching it at the Cigar Lounge on Sunday. They showed the replay, so I got to watch the whole thing. I said I was getting choked up. Whatever. I don't care. I'm a grown man. But watching Paul O'Neill come out and Tino Martinez, Mariano Rivera, Joe Torre. Like, this is a time when these I have so many great memories wrapped around these players and the things that they did on the field, and the whole that dynasty run, really from '96 on to 2003, where they won 4 World Series, they went to 6. It was amazing. And then the core four had their last hurrah in 2009 with that World Series. And the only thing that sucks is that Jeter's not back. Jeter doesn't come around. And I think it's something to do with him and Cashman. They don't get along. There's some bad blood there. But I think that Derek Jeter should be at Old Timers Day every year. I think Jeter should be a bigger part of the team. I think all these players should be a bigger part of the team. See, growing up, when I was watching the Yankees, they always had the older players as coaches. Chris Chambliss, Lee Mazzilli, Willie Randolph, Mel Stottlemyre, Ron Guidry, Don Mattingly. You had guys around the team that won, and that won as a Yankee. You don't have that now. The only coach that was a Yankee was Aaron Boone. He's the Pitts. He was a Yankee for he hit the home runs in the Yankees to the 2003 World Series. But he's not a Yankee. Like, looking at these guys, like, hanging around with the players, like, that's what they need. That's what this team needs. You need that infusion of veterans that have won here and that know how to win and that can bring that to the team. Like, there's no reason that Derek Jeter doesn't throw out the first pitch at opening day every year like Joe DiMaggio used to. He is the Yankee. He's the equivalent to Joe DiMaggio right now. And the fact that he's not around the team is often is a shame. It's a crime. But I can't do anything about it. Cashman's got to do something about it. The Yankees got to do something about it. But just I got to watch that. It was nice. And just another positive thing that happened this weekend. Oh, talking about people that messaged me, I forgot to say my nephew Lucas sent me a happy birthday text. It's the first time he ever did so. He's getting older. He's 13. And I know my sister-in-law probably told him, reminded him to do it, but I got the text message from him. It said, "Happy birthday, Unc," and then it had like the heart hands emoji next to it. Yeah, I might have cried for 10 minutes looking at the phone. But it meant it was the best. I mean, what am I going to do? These kids, they know how to get me. My birthday was good. I had a birthday coffee. I mean, Starbucks gives you a free coffee on your birthday, so I had a salted caramel cold brew. I did a fuck your pumpkin spice video, and I saw already they're releasing the flavors this month. Let's just rush through everything. Let's just forget about summer. Let's bring on fall, then Christmas in September. New Year. It's I don't know. Can we enjoy what we're in? Like, that's one of the things I liked about this weekend. I slowed everything down, and I just enjoyed the weekend and what I was doing. And then already I see, like, a couple of weeks are going to release the fall flavors, the pumpkin spice and all that stuff. And I'm like, can we wait until September at least? It has to come out in August. It's hot. Can we enjoy the summer? Can we just enjoy the time we're in before right away we're rushing to get to the next season? I never understood why people, they rush through the year. They want to just get through the year. It doesn't come back. This is precious time. Enjoy what you have now. Enjoy the rest of the summer. Drink your summer drinks. I know it's not just coffee. It's the whole realm of it. Like, the whole scheme of it. Because as soon as you see the coffees come out, the pumpkin spices, and a couple of weeks later, the Christmas shit's out. It's just no. I mean, it's just all commercialized. It's all it's all making money grab. But looking at the Starbucks flavors, There's some pecan stuff I want to try. We'll get into that when they come out. I'm not going to talk about it now, but I got a salted caramel cold brew, and I was talking to my cousin Joe actually because it was his birthday, and I reminded him he went and got his free coffee as well. And today I got my free Buzz coffee that I had the reward waiting for me. I got a just a ice shaken espresso with sweet cold foam. I was gonna do a video, but it was hot. I just wanted to get to my brother's house. Um, because my family was home today, and we did my birthday dinner tonight, which was awesome. I got to spend time with my family. I missed them. They were away, and I see them almost every day. But it's I like hanging with them. Family guy. My niece is just my niece is she's got the biggest heart. She's the sweetest creature on the face of this earth. She really is. She um she was so concerned about like getting my present and making sure the cake was right and everything. She's just a little angel. She really is. I look at her and I say, if anybody ever even thinks about doing this kid wrong in their life, I'm gonna have to go to prison. And I'm rewatching Oz now, and I know the ramifications of all of it. I'll be in the cell that at BC. It's gonna be bad. But if anybody even thinks about doing my niece wrong, they're gonna get it. But yeah, so my sister in law every year my birthday makes the Sunday gravy for me, meatballs, a little sausage in there too. It was absolutely delicious, so good. And then afterwards, of course, you mop with the bread. Uh, and my sister in law, who's not Italian at all, she cooks like she's right off the boat. Her, her macaroni meatballs, the Sunday gravy are absolutely delicious. I look forward to it every time she makes it. Again, my niece was so sweet. She's like, "Can I serve Uncle Cheese?" And my sister was like, "No, it's very hot. I don't want you to burn yourself." And then she's like, "Well, can I give you your bread when you're ready to dip it?" I go, "Yes, you can give me my bread." So as soon as I was done with my macaroni, I had my sauce. I go, "Lydia, it's time to mop with the bread." And she handed me the bread, and I cleaned my plate. That to me is the best way to celebrate a birthday. I'm sorry, with your family, the kids. Even Lucas hung out downstairs. He's a 13-year-old kid. Hanging out with his family is not his priority at that age. It wasn't my priority either. As you get older, you find out how important that stuff is to you and what it means. But just I got to see all the kids. Rocco, who makes me laugh, like without even trying to be funny. He had gotten him and his friends are going to shoot fishing videos, which I love that he's being creative. He's going to put videos out there. I don't know if he's going to do it on YouTube or whatnot, but I love that he's being creative. Um, Kind of reminds me of myself having that creative itch and urge. So he had gotten a microphone for his phone. Same one I have. So my sister in law was trying to hook it up. She goes, "Wait till Uncle Cheese is here. He's good at this stuff." So he came out and he goes, "Uncle Cheese, Mommy says you're probably good at this." So I go, "Yeah, same one I have." So I hooked it up for him 2 seconds, and we were testing it out. He likes the ASMR stuff. And the things he was saying, I'm not gonna repeat what he's saying. He was saying some funny stuff into the microphone, and you know, we were laughing. My nephew Lucas too was making me laugh with things he was saying. They wanted him to take the garbage out. So Trudy said, like, Luke, she texted him. She goes, "Lucas, if you don't come down and take this garbage out, I'm turning off your phone." Because they have parental controls where they could turn off all the apps so they can't go on social media or things like that. So Lucas comes down and he goes, "Yo, Trudy D texted me that if I don't take this garbage out, she's gonna shut my phone." And he just started laughing, and like even Trudy was laughing about it. Um, I call it Trudy D. Yeah. So it was great. They gave me some great cigars as well. My brother picked out some amazing cigars. So that's now the birthday just continues for me. is I have all these great cigars to smoke, and when you smoke that cigar, I think about the person who gave it to me, and it's a nice reminder that people actually that people care and cared enough to get you something. And yeah, that's all part of the ritual with cigars too. Like it's not just the smoking of the I just dropped my water. Great, that's great. I needed to do that like I need a hole in the head. That was live. So yeah, so it's just not the ritual, the smoking of the cigar. It's the actual, friendship and everything that goes with it. So I look forward to getting into those and everything else. Other than that, tomorrow it's back to work. I was off Friday. I was off today. Back to reality tomorrow. I don't have a day off now until next month. Um, so back to the grind. Here we go. Just back to everyday work and everything. And I hope I win the lottery tonight because it's 902 million. So if I win the lottery, then I'll be okay, and we won't have to worry about. Uh, we can do this every day. We can go smoke cigars and watch Yankee games and movies and everything else. So I don't know. You'll find out if I win. Believe me, you'll see it on. You won't. I won't tell anybody. There'll be signs, and you'll know the signs. Anyway, I want to thank everybody who joined us this week on episode 20. Thank you for hanging in for 20 episodes. It's awesome. I hope you're back for 20 more. And it's crazy that it's been 20 episodes already since we started this. As always, the podcast is available on Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Please subscribe. I need the subscribers. YouTube.com at the Go To Pod. And I have a link for Buy Me a Coffee. All the money that you donate goes into the podcast, keeping the lights on, so to speak. Thank you to everybody who has contributed. It means everything that you guys are helping out. Thank you so much. And yeah, hope everybody has a great week. I'm going to try to do it. Going back to work tomorrow. Have an awesome week, and I'll talk to you later.